Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PG Ka Pathshala. And this is going to be the most powerful and the most informative and educative tutorial for all of you. And this is going to be the longest tutorial that I have so far published in my channel. And let me tell you, this is going to be the most powerful. I know around 50% of my subscribers, and I don't know too much about the viewers, but as I can safely say, around 50% of my subscribers, they don't know too much about the stock market. Okay, for them, I'm promising you that this is going to be the most powerful and the most unmissable the tutorial video that you can hope for, because this is going to be the greatest starting point. And I have published so many tutorials so far about RSI, moving average, Bollinger Band, etc. But what I thought is that this should be the tutorial which you people should probably uh, see first before seeing those things. I know many of you have already seen those tutorials. It is fine. These are not correlated. It is not that you people must see those before seeing this, or you must see this before seeing those. But this is the most powerful, because what we are going to talk about today is trend. Okay. So what this is the spelling, Trend, trend. Okay, so this is the most powerful word in any kind of financial asset, be it equity, be it gold, real estate, silver, copper, metal, currency, whatever you take, Bitcoin. ठीक है, जो भी कुछ भी asset class आप पकड़ के लो, trend is the most powerful thing. And if we can capture the trends, so it is my request to all the friends over here, followers and viewers, that what we will see today, we will see, this is a educative and informative kind of a video. So we will see certain charts today. And along with that, I will also show you in whiteboard as well that what do we exactly mean by a trend and why trend is so important. We will see a few charts, long-term monthly charts of certain, securities, including Nifty. And for the first time in my channel today, we will see charts of individual stocks. Okay, because uh, for long-term investors, we invest in stocks, right? And many of you who are new to the stock market or are about to invest in the stock market, you will always invest more in stocks rather than indexes. I know nowadays we have Nifty ETF and all, but investing in stocks is the most common thing that comes to our mind. Okay, अच्छा stock खरीद लेते हैं कंपनी का. तो हम लोग कुछ stocks का chart देखेंगे आज, जो कि मेरा ये channel में first time I will show you some charts, long-term charts of some very good companies of the Indian stock market. Okay, we will also see the Nifty long-term chart as well, because by seeing those charts, we will understand that exactly uh, what do we mean by trend and why trend is so important. And if we can capture the trend, okay, then we can earn the biggest money. Okay, so many people say, right, that stock market में सबसे ज्यादा पैसा कमाने का मौका मिलता है. People have earned lot of money from stock market and become wealthier, like we know Rakesh Junjunwala, Warren Buffett, etc. So they have created millions and millions of dollars wealth. Their wealth has, their money has become 1,000 times, 2,000 times, like that. We have heard, correct? So so trend. So they were able to capture the trend, right? So unless we're able to capture the trend and we know on the right side of the trend, we cannot earn big money from the stock market. ठीक है. So today we will see certain charts and see how powerful the trend is, and how the returns have been so much abnormal. I mean, the returns have been so much, what I will say, if when the trend starts, the return goes up exponentially, and when the trend is not there, when it is not trending, when the movement of a stock is not trending or an index is not trending, people may get impatient. Okay, so we will see that in certain charts today. So this is going to be an unmissable video for the beginners, I'm telling you. But for many, around 30-40% of my subscribers who have already invested a lot in stock market and are traders, they may find this particular video not so much educative, because they already know the trend, and we try to play with the trend every day. But you people can also see it part by part. This is going to be a long video, so my request to all the beginners and the of beginners who want to subscribe in stock market and who are following my channel regularly, please take your time out and see this video. If not one at a single stretch, take time out, maybe view it in 2 3 installments, okay? Because this is going to be more than 1 hour video, and you may not be able to find convenient time to see it the entire video in one shot. So see it in 2 3 installments of 20 minutes as well, as per your convenience, but see it till the end, because unless it's stay till the end, you will not be able to grab the bigger picture, you know. First of all, I will start with the whiteboard, and I will show you these three uh, famous phrases which work in the stock market. Trend is your friend till it bends. Trend is your friend till it ends. Trend is your friend until the bend at the end. So you may have seen, you may have heard about, a few of you may have heard about Benjamin Graham. You know, Benjamin Graham was recommended by even Warren Buffett to be the author of one of the most famous investing books, The Intelligent Investor. तो बेंजामिन ग्राहम ने कहा था कि ट्रेंड इज योर फ्रेंड अंटिल द बेंड एट द एंड. Okay, so we can so itna so he was such a legendary investor, and it is his praise. And we stock market investors and traders, we are people who are regular players in the stock market, we always use this phrase day in day out, that अरे ट्रेंड को पकड़ना चाहिए. ट्रेंड क्या है मार्केट का, मार्केट किधर जाएगा, ऊपर जाएगा नीचे जाएगा. तो वी हियर पीपल आस्किंग एवरी डे, राइट, दैट मार्केट किधर जाएगा, आज ऊपर जाएगा या नीचे जाएगा. मतलब द एंटायर वर्ल्ड is mad about picking the trend of the market, कि मार्केट का ट्रेंड आज अप रहेगा या डाउन रहेगा, डाउन रहेगा अप रहेगा, या कुछ भी नहीं होगा, भगाएगा दोनों तरफ, और फ्लैट क्लोज होगा, राइट. तो ये पूरा मीन्स एवरीबॉडी, even people who are not regular players of the stock market, they are also mad. They think about our सेंसेक्स अभी 58,000 है, ऐसा 65,000 70,000 जाएगा या 50,000 में आ जाएगा. ठीक है, तो मतलब everybody is worried that where is the next trend of the market coming from, whether it is going to be up, whether it is going to be down. Everybody is tensed, correct? So everybody is tensed. So uh, we can see that why is it so important when Benjamin Graham, and legendary investor, said this: the trend is your friend. So matlab, trend is your friend, what does this mean basically? So we always want to be associated with good friends, correct? So without good friend, our life becomes bored. So similarly in stock market, whether you are an investor or a trader, unless you make the trend your friend, your life will become bored. Okay, so let me write what I said just now. Unless you make friends with trend, your life or journey in stock market will become boring. Okay, तो अभी स्टॉक मार्केट का लाइफ को अगर एक्साइटिंग बनाना है, स्टॉक मार्केट, इफ यू वांट टू बी exciting journey in stock market, let me make the grammar correct. In stock market, if you want to be associated with an exciting journey, you have to make friend with your friend. Unless we are able to make the trend our friend, my friends, let me tell you, the astronomical kind of returns that people have made from the stock market, they wouldn't have made if they didn't make friendship with trend. Okay, so unless you make friendship with trend, if you are not in the correct stock, if you are not in the correct index, while the trend is there, you will not be able to earn that much money from the stock market. Okay, so many people will say, okay, stock market, like last day I was mentioning, like the Nifty Bank 4,000 से 44,000 चला गया, 11 times in around 2007, 15 years, correct? So now imagine if somebody was not too much aware of Bank Nifty, okay, he was interested in some other things which didn't go that much, so then would he have been able to make that much money or returns? Okay, there are so many stocks which didn't give return, right? So if you were associated or attached to those kind of stocks, we do have made return. So every stock in the stock market don't give same kind of return, right? So we will see a few charts later on towards the second half of our video. तो ट्रेंड को फ्रेंड बनाना है, स्टॉक मार्केट में लाइफ को एक्साइटिंग करना है, तो ट्रेंड को फ्रेंड बनाना है, ठीक है। एंड अंटिल द बेंड एट द एंड, ये भी बहुत अच्छा बात है। तो ट्रेंड को फ्रेंड तब तक बनाना है जब तक वो बेंड ना करे, ठीक है। सो वी विल सी द चार्ट्स, वी विल गेट टू understand the importance, the significance of this last portion until sorry until the bend at the end। इसका मतलब क्या है वो हम लोग चार्ट्स में देखने से हम लोगों को पता चलेगा, राइट। ट्रेंड इज योर फ्रेंड until the bend at the end, ठीक है। So now let me make it bigger and let me sort of draw a box here, ठीक है। So I will show you something, changing the color, yeah। So say there is some stock, so say there is some stock, which is moving like this, okay? So it is moving like this, okay। So it is moving within this rectangle, ठीक है। So it is not going out of the rectangle, it is coming here। So let me just probably erase this, yeah। So now you can draw a bigger chart here, bigger graph, okay। Now I will change the color, so say there is some stock which is moving like this, okay। ओके, सो ये स्टॉक इसे नीचे, ये रेक्टेंगल बॉक्स के अंदर ही घूम रहा है। इसका स्टॉक का प्राइस मूवमेंट ऐसे ऐसे घूम रहा है। ये ऊपर जा रहा है, फिर ये ऊपर का बाउंड्री इधर आ गया, इधर से फिर नीचे आके नीचे का बाउंड्री में। तो एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार। सो इफ यू सी हियर, so this is this is your one. This is two. This is three. Okay, so one, two, three. These three times. So it has touched the lower end of the rectangle. Okay, now what about the upper end? One, टू। तो यहाँ पे भी ऑलमोस्ट अपर एंड में आया था, दिस वन, टू। मैं उसको ड्राइंग करने के टाइम में टच करना भूल गया। थ्री। सो थ्री टाइम्स इट वेंट टू द अपर एंड एंड थ्री टाइम्स इट केम टू द लोअर एंड, राइट। तो इसके बाहर नहीं जा रहा है। सो नाउ यू पीपल टेल मी, so if you are buying it on one, say this one is at in 90, say 2005, okay। 2005 में आप ये वन इधर बाई किया ये स्टॉक को, हाँ। यू बॉट दिस स्टॉक एट टू इन द ईयर 2005 एट वन, एंड you didn't look at the stock movement for next 7 8 years. Okay, so you have invested for long term. You don't care that. Okay, आपने सोच लिया कि अच्छा ये स्टॉक तो मैं 20 25 साल होल्ड करूंगा. I don't have any emergency requirement of also any money or anything like that. And you are not watching this stock movement on a daily basis. But say 10 years later, आपको कुछ जरूरत पड़ा and then you thought that अच्छा I want to see that where the stock price is. I hope that it will give me good profit and I will sell it and use it for some other important purpose. Okay, so आपने ऐसा सोचा. So it's these three. Okay, so this is 2015. ठीक है. तो अभी आप you tell me one thing that 2005 में this stock was here at 1. 2015 this stock is at 3. What is the return this stock gave you in 10 years? Did this stock give you any return in 10 years now? Please tell me. Try to understand everybody that in 2005 this stock was here. You didn't see in between from 2005 to 2000, 2005 to 2015, 10 years. Mein, you didn't see that the stock went to 1, 2, 3 so many times. It went to here. So say I am writing the price over here. Just example, okay? So say this is 500 rupees. So this is 500 rupees and so this is 800. ठीक है. तो 500 से 2005 में 500 था. से ये 1 में गया. ठीक है. से दिस वाज 2008 से 2010. So this 2 was in 2010. 3 2012. ठीक है. So from 500 in 2005 it went to 2008 में ये गया था 800 rupees में. ठीक है. So it is 800 rupees is the price at which it went at 1 2 3 2008 10 12 तीन टाइम में वो 800 rupees में गया था. But at that time I didn't require any money. So I was okay. I mean I was sleeping. Like I didn't require any money. वो पैसा तो है मैं long term invest करके रखा है. And say this stock is your let me one of the largest companies of India. Okay, say this stock is TCS. ठीक है. One of the blue chip stocks. ठीक है. TCS का stock है. ऐसे I'm just giving an example. Don't compare this TCS values with the original chart. It won't match. This is just an example. Say you thought that okay, I have bought a company share like TCS. So it will of course rise in the long term. ठीक है. ये तो मैं 500 rupees I have purchased it. 25 30 years later it will go to 5,000 at least. ठीक है. 5,000 10,000 भी जा सकता है. So because blue chip stocks is the historically it has given such enormous returns, and in future also it will keep on giving enormous returns. But there will be certain time period in between where it will not give any return. So this was also say that kind of a time period 2005 to 2015 जहाँ पे वो stock ऐसे ऐसे घूम रहा था. ठीक है. तो you didn't watch the stock price at 2008 10 and 12. ठीक है. And now you all of a sudden at point number 3 2015 आपको पैसा का जरूरत हुआ और you thought that okay as I have to manage some money from somewhere. You opened your demat account and saw अरे it is 500 rupees. So 10 years हो गया. हाँ. तो आपका स्टॉक का रिटर्न क्या था? 0. राइट. तो ये 500 रुपीज आप अगर फिक्स डिपॉजिट में रखते हो तो कितना इंटरेस्ट होता है? 6% पर annum में 10 years. Then you would have been, I mean, what would have been your feeling at that moment if something like this happens? After 10 years the stock have given 0 return, then you would have repented, right? That okay, I should have actually kept my money in fixed deposit or something else. Correct? So what I am trying to say over here is If you are a very long-term investor who doesn't look after the stock market every day, day in and day out, then also it becomes important for you to ride the trend. Okay, so we have to see that whether this stock is trending, and we should actually invest in those kind of stocks. If you know, because maybe if all of a sudden this need of money didn't arise for that person, अगर वो आदमी के ये पैसों का जरूरत नहीं पड़ता, तो शायद वो 2015 में भी नहीं देखता, maybe 2023 में देखता, and at that time it would have given him a very different picture. Okay, but at this moment, for educative and purpose, I am showing you this kind of a scenario. I'm trying to assume that if this kind of a scenario happens, this can lead to a lot of frustration for people, right? So so this point number 3. ओके, सो फ्रॉम 2012 में से 2015, ये 3 years में ये 800 से फिर से 500 में आ गया, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दिस पर्सन व्हेन ही वांटेड टू विथड्रॉ मनी, हाँ, ही कुडंट विथड्रॉ बिकॉज ही वाज स्टिल सिटिंग एट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. ओके, तो ब्रोकरेज वोकरेज मिला के उसका लॉस ही हो जाता थोड़ा बहुत. ब्रेक इवन है 500, राइट? सो दिस इज व्हाट वी मीन बाय that trend is your friend, and what I said at the beginning of the video, that we have, if you want to generate enormous returns from stock market at any appropriate period of time. Okay, it can be 1 year, it can be short term, 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 year, 10 year. तो for a time period में हम लोग अगर रिटर्न जनरेट करना चाहते हैं, CAGR जिसको बोलते हैं, कंपाउंडेड एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट, ठीक है, CAGR, कंपाउंडेड एनुअल growth rate, means basically compound interest kind of, compound interest or compound return. Okay, so if we want to get more return, we have to identify and write the trend. ठीक है, so we have to identify and write the trend. ओके, अगर ट्रेंड आइडेंटिफाई नहीं करते हैं, अगर से मोस्ट ऑफ द इन्वेस्टर्स दो आर नॉट so much familiar with the charts and all, technical analysis, not everybody knows. So they may think that without understanding all those technical analysis and all, how will we able to identify the trend? Okay, so let me tell you, in the second half of the video we will see some certain charts, and we don't require technical analysis to identify the trend. Okay, so we will see certain charts, and in this video we will not discuss any kind of strategy that how to identify trend or not, because identification of trend, if you see a chart, you can explore certain strategies from your brain and mind as well, that okay, if this is the way it looks like, if this is historically what has happened to indexes and stocks, blue chip stocks, big stocks, if this is historically what has happened, then it will keep on happening in future also. Future also, अभी भी जो stocks return नहीं दे रहा है, if the fundamentals are good, those stocks will give return in the future and they may break out of a trend. ठीक है, तो अभी ये जो रेक्टेंगल में ड्रॉ किया, ऐसा टाइप का चार्ट को क्या बोलते हैं? So let me write it here. Okay, and let me change the color. Let me change the color to green. So what this kind of blue rectangle and this pink kind of chart that we are seeing, okay, so this kind of chart is known as sideways trend. ठीक है, so this sideways trend is not good for the investor. ये sideways trend जो है ना, इन्वेस्टर लोगों को, लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर्स को बहुत impatient करके छोड़ देता है. So people become very impatient at this kind of trends, and we will see some charts. It is utterly frustrating, for long term investors, that अरे this gives much lesser return than fixed deposit. So people say the stock market gives so much return and all, but this has given me much less return than fixed deposit. 2005 to 2015, 10 years में मेरा return zero, right? So why do people say that stock market gives so much return, right? मेरा तो इधर कुछ return नहीं है, ये zero return दिया है. तो ऐसा टाइप का जो ट्रेंड है, इसको बोलते हैं sideways trend. Okay, so sideways trend is very is the enemy, you can say, and it tests the patience of long term investors. Okay, sideways trend is long term investors. ठीक है, ये frustrating. Okay, so this is the kind of sideways trend, sideways trending market. 500 से 800 के बीच में ही घूम रहा था और बार बार वो नीचे के नीचे आ रहा है। 2012 2010 में 3 बार वो जाके 800 में धक्का खा के फिर से वो नीचे आ गया। ठीक है, तो इसको टाइप का बोलते हैं साइडवेज ट्रेंड। दिस इज बेसिकली अ नॉन ट्रेंडिंग साइडवेज ट्रेंड, मतलब दिस इज नॉन ट्रेंडिंग, नॉन ट्रेंडिंग प्राइस मूवमेंट। ठीक है, नॉन ट्रेंडिंग प्राइस मूवमेंट, sideways trend. The other way of saying is this is non-trending price movement. Okay, so now let me close this white chart and now we will go to charting.com. Okay, so we will see a few charts. We will see a few charts and we will see a few charts. We will see Nifty chart, we will see ITC chart, Reliance chart, and Hindustan Lever chart. We will see monthly long-term charts. Okay. So in my daily post-market reports and all, we analyze mostly daily chart, weekly chart, and at the end of the month we see the monthly chart. Right. And but monthly chart also when we see, we only see the last 2-3 candles. Right. We don't focus on the candles before 1 quarter back, 2 quarter back, right? But today we will see long-term charts, and because we are talking more about from the investment perspective, long-term investment perspective, and as I said, I mean 50 to 60% of my channel followers, new people are new to stock market. So, what's the best way of starting your career in stock market? You have to invest for the long term. Okay, तो ये छोटा मोटा 1 साल 2 साल में क्या हो रहा है ये सब भूल जाओ, लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए पैसा इन्वेस्ट करके उसको छोड़ दो। ठीक है, वो स्टॉक में हो सकता है, म्यूचुअल फंड में हो सकता है, ईटीएफ में हो सकता है। लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए आप इन्वेस्ट करके पैसा छोड़ दो तो वो आपको फिर लंबा रिटर्न देगा। यू व्हाट इज कॉल्ड वेल्थ, वेल्थ मीन्स 50 टाइम्स, 10 टाइम 20 टाइम 30 टाइम 50 टाइम्स रिटर्न। आपका 1 लाख 10 लाख हो गया तो उसको बोलते हैं वेल्थ क्रिएशन। प्रॉफिट छोटा मोटा, we are not discussing about those things. We discuss about those things every day in the post market hour. Today we will only discuss about long term, and that is where the new my followers who are new to the stock market, they will be able to gain the maximum out of this tutorial. Okay, as I said, this is the most powerful. This is the longest tutorial that I have published in my channel. I am working very hard towards it, and I will also request all of you, work equally hard, to at least see this video part by part, if not full at a single go. Okay. So now we will see charting.com. Okay, so this is charting.com and we are at Nifty. Today we will not focus too much on averages and all. Okay. All data. So you can see period is all data. Period is all data. Range is monthly. Okay, so Nifty chart. So this is the Nifty chart. So now see one thing here. So you can see 2000. So I am this. So see this portion of the chart. Okay. So what happened here in between this portion that I am highlighting in the rectangle? Okay. 2008 से 2014. Okay. So what was happening here 2008 to 2014? Yeah. So I think you are able to see this. Yeah. So 2008 to 2014. See what happened in Nifty. The market was not going anywhere, right? So this reminds us of this, right? So in this whiteboard, whatever we saw, correct? So this kind of chart, ये chart ऐसे ही दिख रहा है, निफ्टी का ये चार्ट भी ऐसा ही दिख रहा है, राइट, जो हमारा व्हाइट बोर्ड में था। तो मार्केट ये ऊपर गया, नीचे आया, फिर ऊपर गया, 2-3 बार धक्का खाया, फिर नीचे आया। तो ये जो ऊपर का ये है, ये ब्रेक नहीं कर पा रहा था, करेक्ट। सो दिस वाज नॉट एबल टू ब्रेक दिस पोर्शन, राइट। सो ये जो येलो कलर का मैं हाईलाइट कर रहा हूँ, ये पोर्शन को ब्रेक नहीं कर पा रहा था, करेक्ट। सो डोंट यू थिंक दैट द इन्वेस्टर, जो लोगों ने हाँ ये 2008 में पैसा लगाया था मार्केट में, ठीक है, निफ्टी का कुछ ईटीएफ खरीदा था। और 2014 में, 2008 में निफ्टी का कोई ईटीएफ खरीदा था, या कोई निफ्टी को रिप्लिकेट करता है जैसा कोई म्यूचुअल फंड खरीदा था। सो व्हेन आफ्टर 6 इयर्स 2014, ठीक है, आफ्टर 6 ईयर 2014 में वो जब एक दिन सिस्टम खुल के देखा कि मेरे को कितना रिटर्न आ रहा है, आपको क्या लगा, व्हाट विल बी इनिशियल रिएक्शन? He would have been shocked, right? वो बीच में just think that in the middle he didn't watch the market too much. Okay, तो बीच में ये 2008-9 में जो क्रैश हो गया था, उस सब के बारे में भी उसको उतना कुछ खास पता नहीं था, and he was not in the need of money, so he knew that okay market has fallen but it will again recover. ठीक है, तो मार्केट रिकवर भी किया था यहाँ से, राइट। तो मार्केट यहाँ से इधर इधर भी गया था, मार्केट इधर से इधर भी गया था, करेक्ट। लेकिन वो तो खरीदा था इधर ना, वो तो 2008 में ही परचेज्ड हियर, right? So he purchased he purchased here in this place. So ये this from 2009 में, 9 से 2011 को it went up like this blue line, but still his this black line जो उसने जहाँ पे वो खरीदा था वो लाइन को तो क्रॉस नहीं कर पाया ना। So he is going a bit haywire, but this black line, this yellow जो जोन है, ये येलो जोन को तो वो क्रॉस नहीं कर पाया 2014 तक। तो 6 इयर्स में उसका रिटर्न क्या हुआ? उसका रिटर्न तो जीरो ही हुआ ना। 2008 2014 रिटर्न जीरो, राइट। 2009 से 2014 निफ्टी रिटर्न 60-70%, करेक्ट। बट 2008 में जो खरीदा था, वहां से 2014 तक तो जीरो है ना। Try to understand, right? What I'm trying to say. So this chart that I have I'm showing in the snipping tool, this exactly looks like this chart, right? This whiteboard chart. There भी some 2005 to 2015 ये भी जीरो रिटर्न दिया था, उधर भी 6 साल में वो जीरो रिटर्न दिया स्निपिंग टूल वाला चार्ट में, क्लियर। So let me close this now and let me now show you charting.com again. Yeah. So now, okay, अभी मैं इसको, so now let's see what happens. So 2014 is history now. Okay, now let's focus on what happened after that. So yeah, so this is what, yes. So now this is my, you are able to see, what are you able to see now? Okay, yeah. I think you're able to see this. Okay. Hmm. I think people are able to see the snipping tool. Yeah, people are able to see the snipping tool. हम्म, तो अभी ये क्या हुआ 2014 से, इसको हटा देता हूँ, या सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड, 2014 से 2020 2020 तक. Now what happened? See, now अभी yeah. So see, this is what is called as trend. ठीक है. तो नाउ मैं व्हाइट बोर्ड में जाता हूँ एक बार आपको. तो व्हाइट बोर्ड में ये रेक्टेंगल आपने देखा, हॉराइजॉन्टल रेक्टेंगल, राइट. व्हाइट बोर्ड में ये जो ब्लू कलर का जो रेक्टेंगल आप देख रहे हो, ये हॉराइजॉन्टल एक रेक्टेंगल है. सो द प्राइस वाज मूविंग विद इन दिस बैंड, राइट. ये blue color का rectangle, this one that you are able to see, this rectangle, right. So this is the horizontal rectangle. Price was moving up and down within this band. Okay. And but what we have here is this yellow line. See this yellow line. So is it an upward sloping line? ऐसे slope हो रहा है ऊपर की तरफ, correct. So this is what Benjamin Graham told in his he's a legendary investor. He has told it in many places, and this is what people are dying every day in the market, to identify that where is this yellow line going to trend, whether it is going to trend like this, whether it is going to trend like this. Okay. So तो पूरा दुनिया जो है वो इसी येलो लाइन का डायरेक्शन पकड़ने के लिए पागल है. ठीक है. एवरीबॉडी associated, even people who are not too much interested in stock market. Say for example, people who are buying properties and say real estate खरीदा, तो अभी you buy a real estate in a certain place, you want to know that what is the price trend, right. प्राइस का ट्रेंड जो है वो किस दिशा में जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अनलेस आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आए कि अच्छा ये प्राइस का जो ट्रेंड है ये ऊपर के तरफ ही जाने का चांस ज्यादा है, राइट. तो ये प्राइस का जो ट्रेंड है ये आपको अगर ऐसे ये so so this you will not buy a proper property in a place where the price is trending like this, right? You will always buy a property where the price is trending like this, correct. So let me uh, this, and let me use different colors. Okay. So you will not buy property in a place where the price is trending down, because where the real estate prices are trending down. You will always like to buy property in a place, where the price is trending up, like this, correct. Like our yellow line. See this yellow line. Yellow line is pointing upwards, right. So यहाँ पे so that is why trend becomes very important. So 2014 से 2020 का जो market था, so that was a trend following market, right. So that was a trending market. So जो 2008 से 2014 में we saw this nifty chart, and 2014 के बाद से so this place got this resistance जो था मैं हम लोगों का, so what we discuss as support and resistance every time, right. तो नाउ में अभी फिर टूल में एक और लेता हूँ इसमें. तो मैं अभी क्या ये वाला पोर्शन में लेता हूँ, ये वाला पूरा पोर्शन लेता हूँ. एंड नाउ यू सी है. सो वंस दिस येलो लाइन got broken, तो ये जो है एकदम ऊपर की तरफ भागने लगा. ये प्राइस ऐसा ऐसा जाने लगा. सो ट्रेंड इज योर फ्रेंड, right. So trend is your friend. Now people who purchased in 2008, they when they were thinking about selling in 2014, तो 6 साल में तो उसको जीरो रिटर्न मिला. तो वो अगर इम्पेशेंट होके बेच दिया, तो बाद में वो कितना पछता रहा है. After in 2019 he will repent, right. Because what happened in next what happened in next 5 years, Nifty went from 6,000 to 12,000. ठीक है. डबल हो गया. So 2008 to 2014 zero return. 2014 to 2020 100%, right? So what is the difference between these two time periods? This 6 years, this is also 6 years, zero return. This is also 6 years, 100% return. So what is the difference between these 6 years and these 6 years? In the first 6 years, market was sideways, in the 6 years, market was uptrend. ठीक है? Up, right? So Abhi, how we can capture this trend and all, those things are strategical. Okay, so those things we can think about. We can think a lot of ideas in our mind. If we understand what do we mean by trend, then we can do many things. Say for example, the easiest thing that is coming to my mind brain right now is, say you have 500 of the Nifty only. We are talking about Nifty, so I am taking that your 500 shares are Nifty. Okay. What we can do is, what we can do is sell 50%. If we require money, okay. If we don't require money, we are not in any emergency, then though we will not sell, nah? Correct. If we don't require fund for emergency purpose, we don't sell as long-term investment. If we require money, can sell 50%. 50% of 50, so that means 250 shares is sell. Remaining 250 is sold. ठीक है, तो पूरा का पूरा नहीं बेच सकते, कुछ पार्शियल प्रॉफिट बुक कर लेते हैं, या जो भी है जिस मार्केट प्राइस में है उसमें बुक कर लेते हैं। प्रॉफिट तो नहीं मिल रहा है 2014 में, करेक्ट। तो बाकी जो 50% है उसको होल्ड करें। तो वो जो 250 शेयर हम लोग होल्ड कर रहे हैं 2014 में, तो वो नेक्स्ट 6 इयर्स में डबल हो जाएगा। तो आपका 500 शेयर्स का पैसा आपको वो टाइम में फिर से मिल जाएगा। अंडरस्टैंड माई पॉइंट, राइट? देन इन 2020 you would have got डबल, करेक्ट। तो 2008 में हम लोग जितना पैसा देके खरीदे थे, 2020 में हम लोग 250 शेयर्स जब बेचेंगे तब वो कॉस्ट प्राइस मिल जाएगा हम लोगों को, करेक्ट। और बाकी जो 250 हम लोगों ने ब्रेक इवन में बेचे, तो हम लोग ओवरऑल फिर भी प्रॉफिट में है। सो दिस इज द इजीएस्ट थिंग विच केम टू माई माइंड राइट नाउ। सो आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू एन एग्जांपल दैट ट्रेंड को अगर हम लोग फॉलो करना चाहते हैं, पर्टिकुलरली इफ इज अ गुड कंपनी, लाइक निफ्टी। निफ्टी तो पूरा इंडिया का नंबर 1 एक्सचेंज है। तो निफ्टी के अंदर, तो निफ्टी, व्हाट इज निफ्टी बेसिकली? निफ्टी बेसिकली combination of 50 largest publicly listed company shares in India. तो इंडिया का सबसे लार्जेस्ट 50 जो कंपनी है उसको मिला के निफ्टी है। तो क्या क्या है उसमें? मारुति है, आईटीसी है, रिलायंस, ठीक है, एचपीसी है, इंडियन ऑयल, और क्या क्या है, ओएनजीसी, टाटा स्टील, राइट, आरजेएसडब्ल्यू स्टील, लार्सन एंड टूब्रो, लार्सन एंड टूब्रो, महिंद्रा महिंद्रा, टीसीएस, इन्फोसिस, विप्रो, राइट। तो ये सब बड़ा बड़ा कंपनी है इंडिया का। तो ये सब बड़ा बड़ा कंपनी, और इसके साथ और भी बहुत बहुत डाबर, राइट, फार्मा में है, सिप्ला। So all of these are big companies. We use their products every day in our day to day life. हम लोग आजू बाजू में सब जगह में देखते हैं ये सब कंपनी को, करेक्ट। तो वी आर कॉन्फिडेंट दैट ओके इंडियन इकोनॉमी इज स्ट्रांग, तो ये सब कंपनी का शेयर तो अच्छा ही करेगा, तो मतलब निफ्टी भी अच्छा करेगा। बट व्हेन वी सी दैट 2008 से 2014 में ये तो कुछ भी नहीं रिटर्न दे रहा है, पूरा फ्लैट गया ऐसे। तो हम लोग 100% नहीं बेच के 50% बेच सकते हैं, बाकी 50% होल्ड करके रखते हैं। इफ यू वुड हैव होल्ड द रिमेनिंग 50%, देन वी वुड हैव गॉट द एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस अप मूव, राइट? जो स्लिपिंग टूल में ये ब्लू लाइन दिखा है, या ब्लू लाइन का मूव एडवांटेज हम लोगों को मिल जाता। करेक्ट? सो इफ दैट पर्सन हु वाज इन इमरजेंसी, he would have managed the remaining fund from some other place, and he would have sold only 50%, then he would have uh, made double profit from the remaining 50%, right? तो ये हो गया निफ्टी का। तो अभी हम लोग देखेंगे कुछ और बड़ा कंपनियों का चार्ट। विल सी अ फ्यू चार्ट्स ऑफ अदर बिग heavyweight companies of India which are ब्लू चिप स्टॉक्स जिसको बोल रहे हैं। एंड ब्लू चिप स्टॉक्स मीन्स जिसका शेयर खरीद के यू कैन फॉरगेट इट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ योर लाइफ। ओके, सो वन ऑफ दोस इज रिलायंस। सो वी विल सी रिलायंस चार्ट नाउ। सी दिस इज रिलायंस चार्ट में तो आपको और भी बहुत जबरदस्त झटका लगने वाला है। यू विल जस्ट फील शॉक्ड दैट हाउ कैन अ स्टॉक बिहेव लाइक दिस। जस्ट सी व्हाट हैपेंड। Yeah, so I hope you are able to see this. Yes, you are able to see this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now see this one thing. ये क्या है? पूरा ये येलो लाइन, राइट? दिस इज अ स्ट्रेट येलो लाइन 2007 से 2017। so did we get any trend like this? Did we get any trend like this blue line जो मैं बात कर रहा था ट्रेंड का, हम लोग ऐसा ट्रेंड देखे थे क्या 2007 से 2017? एंड वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट रिलायंस, वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट कंपनीज ऑफ इंडिया। तो वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट कंपनी ऑफ इंडिया 10 years, ठीक है? डिड वी सी एनी ब्लू लाइन लाइक दिस? Okay, we are not seeing any blue line like this. Instead what we are having a red line like this, right? So what is this? This red line is sideways trend. We discussed about sideways trend in the whiteboard earlier. ठीक है, तो अभी है sideways trend. So just imagine an investor who purchased Reliance stock in 2007, and what was his frustration and disappointment till 2017? ठीक है, 10 साल में उसको जीरो रिटर्न। Okay, so he must be, sort of, scratching his head, and maybe all of his hairs would have gone off. Seeing that, okay, 10 years में तो एफडी में पैसा शायद 2-2.5 गुना हो जाता है, करेक्ट, और उससे भी ज्यादा हो जाता है। तो ये 10 साल में मेरे को जीरो रिटर्न दे रहा है। तो एंड पीपल से दैट ओके स्टॉक मार्केट क्रिएट्स वेल्थ, स्टॉक मार्केट में एबनॉर्मल रिटर्न मिलता है सबसे ज्यादा। एसेट, कोई भी एसेट क्लास में सबसे ज्यादा रिटर्न मिलता है, तो वो स्टॉक मार्केट है। तो आपको लग रहा है कि यहाँ पे ये जो रेड लाइन और येलो लाइन दिखा रहा है, ये कोई रिटर्न दे रहा है आपको? ना, whether any kind of return we are getting from this yellow line, right? We are not getting any return. We are getting zero return in 10 years, zero return in 10 years, right? Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. So इसमें कुछ रिटर्न मिल रहा है आपको ये येलो लाइन में या ये रेड लाइन में? ये रेड लाइन में कुछ रिटर्न है क्या? जीरो रिटर्न, जीरो रिटर्न है 10 years में, right? Zero return in 10 years. So what kind of trend is this? This is the sideways trend, right? So this is a This is exactly the kind of chart. This is exactly the kind of chart that we saw in the whiteboard, right? ये जो blue color का rectangle है. So this blue color का rectangle, we mentioned there sideways trend, non-trending price movement. Very important. Sideways trend, non-trending price movement, right? So again, let me go back to splitting tool. So 2007 to 2017, it was didn't give any return. Reliance, one of the largest companies of India, ठीक है, जिसका स्टॉक खरीदने के लिए सब लोग, मतलब people, everybody rushing to buy Reliance, Reliance. What happened from 2007 to 17? Zero return. Okay, so now let me again go back to charting. Yeah, so now again we will see another fun. What happened after 2017? See this. What happened? Wow. So now see, now let me again take this another sleeping tool. Okay, let me change that. See this. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, the video got off, so you were not able to see my face for a few seconds, I believe. Yeah. So now we have taken this chart, and now let me again go back to the setting tool. Yeah, it's fine. So अभी setting tool में मैं फिर से एक बार जाऊंगा. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So now look at this. What happened after? Yeah, see this. Now this is what is called as exponential return or abnormal return or whatever the phrase you say, or when people say that any asset class which gives the best return is equity over a long term period. Okay, so after the 10 years period it is giving us zero return. But what happened after 2017, 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21? ठीक है, तो ये पूरा इतना बड़ा रिटर्न दिया. Just see. And now if we go back to charting, we will exactly know the price also. So today the Reliance price that we see is at 2484 rupees. And ये जो break किया था यहाँ पे था 600 rupees. So 600 to 600 to 2484, around 400%. ठीक है, in from 2017 to 2020. Okay, so 2600 to 480. Now this is called wealth creation. Okay, so 2007 में और 17 तक जो होल्ड किया था, वो अगर 2017 या 16 में बेच दिया होगा, तो उसको कितना पछतावा होगा? How much would he have repented? Right? So again, that 50% thing that I said, so that immediately just came to my mind. So that is a decent example, right? So if he doesn't require 50%, he may sell only 33% and hold 67%, right? One third sell करके two third hold करो, तो उसको और भी ज्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, करेक्ट? तो ऐसे कर सकते हैं. So we have to be patient as investors, that हम लोगों को ये वाला पोर्शन जो है ना, ये तो this ये लाइन that, so this blue line, right? So this blue line जब से जहां से शुरू हो रहा है, तो वो चीज हम लोगों को वेट करना है. So we cannot be impatient and sell everything. We have to wait for this thing. We have to wait for this blue line to come. ये blue line जब एक बार शुरू होगा, हाँ, तब this becomes almost unstoppable. Okay, so let us not go too much into technicals and all in this tutorial, but let us try to understand the trend क्या है. So what is this trend, this blue line trend, right? So हम लोगों ने discuss किया था whiteboard में sideways trend. Now this blue line trend जो सो दिस काइंड ऑफ अ, सो यहाँ पे मैं पिंक पिंक ही है, तो इसको मैं एक बार चेंज कर देता हूँ कलर, ब्लू ही कर देता हूँ बिकॉज वी आर मेंशनिंग ब्लू देयर। तो ऐसा जो ब्लू ट्रेंड है इसको क्या बोलते हैं? अप ट्रेंड, राइट। तो इसको इसका भी कलर में चेंज कर देता हूँ। अप ट्रेंड, राइट। तो ये अप ट्रेंड है रिलायंस का चार्ट में। ये जो स्निपिंग टूल में हम लोग ने ये जो चीज दिखाया है ब्लू लाइन में, दिस इज अप ट्रेंड, करेक्ट। तो वी हैव टू, एज अ लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर वी कांट बी इम्पेशेंट, यू नो, पर्टिकुलरली इफ इट इज अ फंडामेंटली गुड स्टॉक, जिसका स्टॉक हम लोग न्यूज़पेपर में देख रहे हैं कि इसका रिजल्ट अच्छा आ रहा है, ये आ रहा है, then all of a sudden when you open the demat account and you know see that this stock hasn't given me any return for 7, 8, 9 years, we become impatient and selling. But we shouldn't be impatient. Okay, we have to keep it. At least we should not sell 100%. We shall sell 33%, 50% as I mentioned, ताकि बचा जो अमाउंट है वो 3 गुना 4 गुना हो। तो ये जो 600 से 2484 हुआ, ये एटलीस्ट 50%, if we hold 50%, if we hold, then that is isn't enough, right? हम लोग 100 रुपए इन्वेस्ट किया था, उसमें से 50 रुपए वो ब्रेक इवन में निकाल दिया, रिमेनिंग तो 50 रुपीज है वो होल्ड किया। तो ये 600 अगर 2484 जाता है तो कितना 400, तो ये 50 रुपीज जो है ये तो मेरा 200 हो गया ना, 200 हो गया। सो मेरा 200 प्लस 450, 250। तो मैं जो 2007 में मैं जो 50 रुपीज इन्वेस्ट किया था, हाँ, तो 2023 में तो वो 250 हुआ ना, करेक्ट। सॉरी, 100 रुपीज जो मैं इन्वेस्ट किया था वो 250 तो फिर भी हुआ ना 2020 में, तो 2.5 गुना एटलीस्ट हुआ। लेकिन हम लोग अगर उसी टाइम में सेल कर देते तो फिर हम लोग तो पूरा का पूरा कुछ मुनाफा ही नहीं बना पाया ना। सो दैट्स व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग। सो इफ यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ a requirement, you know, and you can manage funds from somewhere, but don't always be in a, you know, rush to sell off your long term equity holdings, particularly of blue chip stocks। ब्लू चिप स्टॉक्स का होल्डिंग्स थोड़ा बहुत अपने पास होल्ड करके रखो, एटलीस्ट 53 to 50%। Okay, so let us now again go back to charting and let us see another stock. So this is again another darling stock of India. Everyone wants to buy this, which is ITC. Okay, so what happened then? What happened to ITC? Yeah. So again, let me take a snipping to grab it. Okay, अच्छा ये ईयर नहीं है। So many of you may be, you know, sort of getting a bit. I mean, as I said towards the beginning of this video, this is going to be a long one. So if you people are have other tasks and you are watching it from the beginning, probably you can always take a you know, break, and you can always pause it here, take a break, and again come back, because we will see a few more examples, you know, that how large blue chip stocks, large cap stocks have also tested the patience of investors for a very, very long time. So this is again ITC, ठीक है, 2014 से लेके 2022, ठीक है, 22। See this, so what is this? Is this the blue line? No ना, यहाँ पे यही था ना, ये तो रेक्टेंगल है, तो दिस इज रेक्टेंगल, करेक्ट। रेक्टेंगल का अंदर मूवमेंट हो रहा है, नीचे आ रहा है, नीचे आ रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है, ऊपर जा रहा है, राइट। सो अगेन 2014 से 2022 के अंदर क्या रिटर्न है? कुछ भी तो रिटर्न नहीं है खास कुछ। ये तो जीरो के लगभग ही है। सो फिक्स डिपॉजिट वुड हैव गिवन यू बेटर रिटर्न, करेक्ट। सो अगेन लाइक रिलायंस 10 साल का जो था, हम लोगों ने रिलायंस का देखा था कि 2007 to 2017, राइट, आई रोट हियर 2007 to 2017, या जीरो रिटर्न इन 10 years। रिलायंस का हम लोगों ने देखा था। तो यहाँ पे आईटीसी का भी वैसा ही सिचुएशन था, 2014 to 2022, राइट, ऑलमोस्ट 8 years में, 8 years में जीरो रिटर्न, 8 years जीरो रिटर्न दिया था, करेक्ट। अभी हम लोग फिर से वापस जाते चार्ट में। Yeah, you are able to see, right? Yeah, so see what happened here. Yes. So people, I think, have understood what I'm trying to say here, that see, now ये blue line आया ना, so now we get that blue line. Now we get this. So this is what we should wait for, right? So blue line in this tutorial, blue line means uptrend, yellow rectangle, yellow thick line means sideways trend. So ये blue line के लिए हम लोगों को wait करना पड़ा, right? For 7-8 years. Like for Reliance, that blue line, that blue uptrending portion that we saw, the uptrending price zone, उसके लिए हम लोगों को 10-11 year wait करना पड़ा, right? So many people would have got impatient and frustrated and they would have left out. So that's the common one very common way how to get rid of this, what I will say, impatience thing is that book certain part of it, 25-30%, maximum 60%, and try to manage fund from somewhere else, and keep it to the remaining portion in your holding so that you can get advantage of this kind of price movement, because this price movement will actually help you eradicate all your opportunity costs, that I will say, the profit that you would have generated from those 10 years, राइट, यू वुडंट हैव जनरेटेड। तो ये जो बड़ा प्राइस मूवमेंट है, इसमें आप लोगों को काफी हद तक वो जो फेलियर ऑफ, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, कि वी कुडंट टेक एडवांटेज ऑफ दिस, सो दैट feeling would have left out. And also another thing I would like to show you in this ITC chart is, see what happened. So let me again take a stepping to here. And what I would like to show you for this ITC chart is that this thing also. ये वाला जो, yeah. So this zone also, ठीक है. So this was also a blue. So what I'm trying to say over here is, your ITC में आपका जो 2000 14 से लेके 2022 तक जो ये साइडवेज ट्रेंड चल रहा था, उसके पहले वो 2006-7 से 14 तक अप ट्रेंड में था. सो ब्लू जोन, बेसिकली, सो ब्लू जोन from 2007 to 2014, then yellow or sideways from 2014 to 2022, then 2022 to 2023 again. So people who are really 20-25 year long investor, for them this that frustrating period of 5-6 years, that wouldn't have mattered so much because they would have bought it somewhere here. So they would have bought it somewhere here. So for them it is like a really long term. Just a little place. Let me switch off the video for some time. Hmm. So let me start the video again. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is here. So see, so this is a blue zone. So this is a blue zone. Again, this is a blue zone, right? And in between, we have this. In between, we have this rectangle. Let me change the color. In between, we have this rectangle. So rectangle means sideways, right? And the blue is uptrending. ठीक है, तो uptrend था 2007 से 2014 तक uptrending blue line, then 2014 से 2021 तक rectangle sideways, then again 2021 से it's a blue trend, and this blue trend is very sharp, right? So the 21 के बाद से जो blue trend 2021 till now, blue trend is sharper flow in than 2006 to 2014 blue trend. करेक्ट, तो कभी कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है. तो कभी कभी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि ये जो ब्लू ट्रेंड है, ये ब्लू ट्रेंड का जो डिग्री है, ग्रेडियंट है, इस ग्रेडियंट में वेरी ऑल्सो, समटाइम्स इट इज 45 डिग्री, समटाइम्स 60-75 डिग्री भी जा सकता है. बट तो जितना शार्प होगा उतना लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर्स के लिए अच्छा है. बट वी हैव टू वेट, वी हैव टू बी पेशेंट फॉर दिस 6-7-8 years जहाँ पे ये रेक्टेंगल फॉर्म हुआ है. सो let me write it here. Okay, so I hope you people are getting the flavor of this session now. You will have understood what is sideways trend, what is uptrend. And since we are in a long term bull market where our Sensex Nifty we see from the for the last 25-30 years it has always moved higher. So mostly we will see that in most of the blue chip stocks they have this blue uptrending line. Red line, matlab downtrending line, it's very difficult to find in most of the blue chip stocks. Maybe some very bad quality stocks and all. So we may see that the price is something like this. So say let me open the whiteboard. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is in most of the stocks you will find this your blue trending uptrend. But there can be another thing also, right? So there can be, so let me change the color now. Let me undo it. Let me change the color to red. Okay, so there can be another kind of trend also. This. So what is this called? This is called down, right? So let me change the color. downtrend. Let me draw this. There can be another kind of trend also, right? This red downtrend. But as I said, in long term, bull markets and India is a bull market in long term. Most of the markets in the world are bull markets in long term. It's difficult to find out, blue chip stocks like बड़ा बड़ा कंपनी जो मैं लिखा था इधर वो बड़ा बड़ा कंपनी में आपको ऐसा डाउन ट्रेंडिंग चार्ट देखने को नहीं मिलेगा फॉर वेरी लॉन्ग टर्म। ठीक है। तो लॉन्ग टर्म में ऐसा डाउन ट्रेंडिंग चार्ट दिखने को नहीं मिलेगा। वेरी शॉर्ट टर्म में देख सकते हैं हम लोग। तो मे बी आप अगर उस हिसाब से देखना चाहते हो तो ये वाला इसको आप बोल सकते हो डाउन ट्रेंड। ठीक है। तो सो लेट अस सी द लास्ट each हिंदुस्तान यूनिलीवर लिमिटेड। तो यहाँ पे भी आप देख सकते हो। सो दिस अगेन इफ आई टेक समथिंग टू दैट। सो सी दिस। सो दिस इज अ स्क्वायर, राइट? ये यहाँ पे। सो दिस थिंग। ये ब्लू लाइन हुआ था एंड आफ्टर दैट दिस इज अ रेक्टेंगल, राइट? ये रेक्टेंगल हो गया। तो ये ब्लू लाइन काफी दिन तक चल रहा था। सो फ्रॉम 2013 दिस ब्लू ट्रेंड वाज अप टिल 2000 तक। 2013 से 2013 से 2020 तक इसका पूरा बहुत नाइस अपस्लोप अप ट्रेंड चल रहा था। है ना? सो 2020 के बाद ये पूरा कंसोलिडेशन चल रहे हैं। अभी टिल नाउ आल्सो इट इज लाइंग इन द रेक्टेंगल इटसेल्फ। सो दिस इज अनदर स्टॉक वी कैन सी। तो ऐसा लगभग आप कोई भी स्टॉक देखोगे ना, so there is a rectangle kind of a formation for 5-6 years in most of the stocks. Okay, there will be very few stocks where पिछला 25-30 साल से continuous वो आप मूव में ही जा रहे हैं ऐसे। There won't be any stock probably. There will always be some rectangular portion जहाँ पे consolidate हो रहा है, and that is where long term investors have to test their patience out. And as I said, I mean, we can probably book part of our money, 33%. The smaller, the better, 25%. अगर इमरजेंसी होता है तो बुक कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज होल्ड करते हैं इन ऑर्डर टू राइट दैट अप ट्रेंड। ठीक है। सो नाउ in the beginning of the session we read about these lines, right? And these are as long as ठीक है। सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डज दिस मीन? लास्ट जो पार्ट है, जो हमारा लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, एज लॉन्ग एज इट डज नॉट बेंड, इसका मतलब क्या है? तो इसके लिए हम लोग फिर से निफ्टी का चार्ट में चलते हैं। तो सॉरी नॉट। तो ट्रेंड इज अवर फ्रेंड एज लॉन्ग एज इट डज नॉट बेंड। ठीक है। तो ट्रेंड इज अवर फ्रेंड, दैट थिंग वी हैव अंडरस्टूड। वी हैव सीन सो मेनी एग्जांपल्स एंड व्हाइट बोर्ड in order to get clarified on what is trend is a trend. And now the second part, as long as it does not bend. So what is the meaning of that? So in order to understand that, let us actually go back to Nifty chart. And yeah, okay. So now again, we will take this spreadsheet. Okay, so now let me explain you what does this mean. So then broken. So this is a nice blue line which was going on, right? From 2016 से 2019 तक पूरा blue line जा रहा था up moving. ठीक है, so here the trend was our friend, so we were riding the trend and we were happily making profits, correct? So if we had not been impatient and booked all our what I will say sell all our Nifty holdings in 2014. तो तब तक 2014 में अगर बेच दिए होगे तो अलग बात है, अगर हम लोग होल्ड करते हैं तो होल्ड करते तो हम लोग वो हम लोगों को ये पूरा ट्रेंड राइट करने को मिलता, we would have written this entire trend. Now what happens? Yeah, ये ये जो क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है, ये जो डाउन टर्न है रेड कलर में मैं हाईलाइट किया, राइट, तो यहाँ पे बेंड हो गया, सो वी कैन से दैट समथिंग लाइक दिस हैपेंड. ओके, सो नाउ we open the white board again. व्हाइट बोर्ड में मैं पूरा इसको क्लियर कर देता हूँ, सब कुछ क्लियर ऑल ड्राइंग्स. ठीक है, सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंड इज ऐसे कुछ, सॉरी लेट मी चेंज द कलर, undo, change the color to green. So this was bullish, so my bullish portion I have drawn by green. Okay, then what happened? Then corona covid crash happened. So ऐसे आया ये. तो what was that line? Trend is our friend till it bends in the end, right? तो यहाँ पे एक बेंडिंग हुआ था, ये जो, so this particular place, में ऐसे बेंडिंग हुआ, राइट, तो यही बोलना चाहता था बेंजामिन ग्राहम द लेजेंडरी इन्वेस्टर. ही वांटेड टू टेल अस दैट ट्रेंड इज आवर फ्रेंड टिल इट बेंड्स. तो जहां पे ये बेंड हुआ वहां पे ही हम लोगों का दोस्ती खत्म हो गया. ये जो रेड कलर का आ गया, ये जो क्रैश हुआ उसमें ये हम लोगों का ये यहाँ तक प्रॉफिट चला गया था, करेक्ट. सो वी वर हैविंग दिस मच प्रॉफिट, we were having this much profit, but when this red crash came, it took away 50-60% of our profit, right? From Nifty as well as many other companies or stocks also. So trend is our friend till it bends. जैसे हम लोग ने we discussed that do not sell all your holdings when market is in sideways trend. Don't sell all your holdings with certain percentage. Similarly, when trend breaks, then don't hold all your holdings, sell certain percentage. मतलब ये ट्रेंड जब बेंड हुआ, ठीक है, सो ट्रेंड इज आवर फ्रेंड टिल इट बेंड्स. तो ये ट्रेंड जब बेंड हो रहा है, व्हेन वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट दिस इज हैपनिंग लाइक दिस, ठीक है, जब बेंडिंग हो रहा है वो टाइम में एट दिस मोमेंट, सो लेट मी कलर इट डिफरेंटली. एट दिस जंक्चर, दिस येलो जंक्चर, ये जो रेक्टेंगल है, दिस येलो पॉइंट, दिस येलो जोन, ये येलो जोन के अंदर वी हैव टू, वी can't hold all of our holdings. Okay, so see, if you are long term investors, 5-7 साल में कोरोना जैसे ऐसा incident if it comes, then we get to know, right, that okay, something big is coming and the market is reacting, so we will find in the newspaper and all. So at that time it's always wise not to hold all of our holdings and to sell certain percentage. तो यहाँ पे जो होल्डिंग हम लोगों ने से यहाँ व्हाट वी मेंशन 50%, 25% अगर बेच के 75% होल्ड किया था, तो आउट ऑफ दैट 75% sell 50 or 75% of holding when trend breaks or trend bend. ठीक है, यहाँ पे 50 to 75% holding sell, remaining 20% hold. Okay, because what happened after that also we should see, right? What happened after that, after this crash, तो ये भी तो ऊपर ही गया था. तो मैं फिर से इसको अगर ले आता हूँ, because again that same thing, right? तो यहाँ पे ये क्रैश होने के बाद भी ये तो ऊपर ऊपर फिर से गया, right? तो this red this red thing this red thing happened, but after that again the blue zone happened, right? So this blue zone again happened, correct? And where did we purchase? We purchased much earlier, right? At much lower price. So yeah, so when this went up like this very sharply, we saw in the ITC curve, right? After 2021, कितना sharp वो ऊपर भागा. Similarly, ये निफ्टी का भी कोरोना के क्रैश के बाद कितना फास्ट वो जब ऊपर भागा. So if we had sold all 100%, then we wouldn't have ridden this entire blue line, right? So that is why पूरा का पूरा नहीं बेच के 50 to 75% रखो, रिमेनिंग 50% 25% होल्ड करो, राइट? तो कंक्लूजन क्या हुआ? व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन ऑफ टुडे सेशन? टुडे सेशन साइडवेज ट्रेंड indication sell everything, hold at least 30% to right uptrend. When trend bends, sell at least 30%, hold remaining uh, at least 30%, hold remaining to sorry next uptrend. ठीक है? बिकॉज लॉन्ग टर्म वी आर इन अ बुल मार्केट, सो अपट्रेंड के बाद एक छोटा डाउन ट्रेंड आएगा, फिर वो अपट्रेंड ही जाएगा, करेक्ट? सो दिस रेड लाइन कैन नॉट गो ऑन फॉर एवर, दैट वी नो, राइट? सो इसके पहले भी इफ यू सी इन 2008 आल्सो a crash came and then it went further, made a new high. Again 2020 में भी क्रैश हुआ, फिर से वो न्यू हाई बना दिया, right? So that is historically that is how the market has moved. So we have to assume that we are in a long-term bull market. Now, in future, if it happens that okay, we have changed the trend for a very long time, at that time we can see. I mean, we can always, keep our holdings till a certain level. And if the people who are more active in the markets, they can do all those things. But people who are passive to this session is more for the passive kind of investors who hold and forget. For them, they have to do the small adjustments, particularly in times of impatience and these kind of crashes and all. So this is how it is. So now I will stop sharing the screen, and we are almost at the end of the session. So what I will again request you is I have worked very hard for this video. So I would also request all of you that again do not watch this video a few times, and especially my new, I mean my followers who are new to the market. Please, I hope you have watched the entire video and you got a good idea that what do we mean by trend. Okay. I hope you like it, and I hope you people use these, basic examples that I have given for your long-term investing principles. And I hope that I would have made some given you some better advice for the long-term wealth creation. Thank you for watching. Hope you like the video, and please do not forget to share and subscribe to my channel. The viewers especially who are not subscribing, it's my request to please subscribe and share it with your friends, families, and loved ones. And please do not forget to like and comment. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Thank you.